Hey, what is going on, guys? Today I am sharing with you my top 5 best Assetto Corsa car mods for the month of April. The month is finally coming to a close. Here we are, and I have 5 really cool car mods to share with you today. We have some club level tin top cars, some open wheel cars, some road cars, and even an LMP1 car. So there is something for everyone on this list. So without further ado, enough talking, let's get right into it with the first one. And that is the Renault Clio Cup car. I covered this one in my car and track combinations video, but just in case you missed it, I wanted to cover it here again today. This thing has 220 brake horsepower, 270 Newton meters of torque. It all weighs just 1,065 kilograms. It's based on the Renault UK Clio Cup. This one is brought to us by Mackie123 and Del Pinksky. I hope I said that right. This mod is really high quality. Some of the skins are a bit lackluster. The liveries could be a little bit higher res, but I guess that's beyond the point. It's the real driving experience that makes this car really fun. Front wheel drive as well. This thing is just fun overall, and it's definitely an interesting drive if you haven't really raced front wheel drive cars around in Assetto. You can find this one in the link in the description below, and I highly recommend you check it out. Next up, we have the RWD-Fenix P30-6 LMP1 car from 2013. Now, of course, this is a fictional car. I believe it's ported over from Project Cars. I could be wrong, but it actually does drive quite well. It must have some sort of V10 in it because it screams. I absolutely adore the sound of this car. It's brought to us by Ryan Day and Kem Flumey. This thing has 577 brake horsepower, 508 Newton meters of torque. It all weighs just 900 kilograms. It's all-wheel drive. I don't think it has any hybrid system, so it's naturally aspirated. I wish I could tell you what engine was in this car, but if I had to guess, it would be a V8. Even though it's fictional, I think the look of this car is super cool, especially the back of it with the taillights. I think it looks super unique, and man, if something like that existed in real life, that would have been so cool. But I guess also the Peugeot's taillights on their Le Mans hypercar looks pretty cool as well. So you guys could find this one in the link in the description below. I highly recommend you check it out. Next up on the list, yes, finally, this is the Lamborghini Countach LPI 800-4. This is the brand new rebooted Lamborghini Countach from 2022. It's made by EX Mods, and this thing is an absolute beast. I think you all know what the Countach is, the poster car 80s hypercar, and man, this reboot, I love it so much. I wish it came with a massive rear wing like the original. I wish that was like an option that you could have, but I guess that's a little out of style, but I thought that would have just been cool. But beyond the point, I love the styling of this thing, and it is really fast as well. It has 814 brake horsepower, and it all weighs 1,595 kilograms. Man, what a beast. Lamborghini, I love this thing so much. V12 in the back of this, of course. It's just a beautiful car. You can find this one in the link in the description below. To all of you who are waiting for my best track mods video, finally, here you go. Next up on the list, we have the Volkswagen Golf GTI Mark VII. It's in its all-wheel drive variant as well. This is the top-of-the-line Volkswagen Golf. It's brought to us by M.L. It has 381 brake horsepower, 452 Newton meters of torque. It all weighs 1,348 kilograms. And Volkswagen Golfs, I think one would be pretty cool to own in real life. Hatchbacks aren't really fully my thing, but it's a coupe. It's really cool. And yeah, I think I like this thing. I like the styling of it. I like the GTI branding. So yeah, if you're interested in this one, a nice car to cruise around in, you can find it in the link in the description below. I highly recommend you check this one out. Even if you're not really as much into street cars, it's a really high quality mod. And finally on this list, we have the Russell Alexis Mark XIV Formula Ford. This thing is from all the way back in 1967. I covered my Formula V/Formula Ford video a while back, probably a year ago. about now, if not even more. So this is the more classic version of it. I still think the variants of cars that look similar to this one are still running around to this day. So if you want to know how timeless Formula Ford cars are, then there you go. This thing has 105 brake horsepower, 149 newton meters of torque. It all weighs, though, just 455 kilograms. It's also on vintage race tires as well, so definitely don't take too much speed through the corners because this thing will kill you. If you want another great example in vintage racing of a literal bathtub full of gasoline flying around the track, then this is another example for you. It's also really cool because you can see the red coilovers. That's just a unique thing that I found. Not a lot of cars can show you that. This mod is brought to us by Stereo. He did a fantastic job, and I highly recommend you drop him 5 stars over on Race Department. You can find it there, and I highly recommend you check it out. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy, a like and a sub would mean a lot. Thank you for the insane support this month. But May, in terms of videos, the amount of videos, it's not going to be as big as this one because for the first half of it, 3/4 of it, I have to do school and finals and things like that. But we have some big races coming up. We have the iRacing Indy 500, but I'll also be taking part in the Rockingham 508, or trying to qualify to take part in at least, where if I do, we will be racing against Dale Earnhardt Jr. and 2 other real-life NASCAR drivers. So I'll be live streaming it all here on the channel. Get subscribed if you're interested in that. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next month. We got a lot of bangers coming next month, even though there won't be as many videos. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, guys.